All right, so I'm starting a vlog. It's gonna be called the Financial Freedom Diaries. And the reason why I'm doing this is I wanted to make it to where I could show you guys that I'm just a normal guy too. I'm not some guru who's like telling you that this is the perfect way to do this. I think I have some sort of knowledge about this that I think I have some sort of knowledge that I think one would benefit from doing. But also the point is I have like a very like classic investment upbringing, I guess, or formal education, whatever you want to call it, training, formal training, I guess is what I should say. But I want to show you that I'm like learning the personal finance side as well and taking it to a deeper level than what I know, because I know more than the basics, but I want to keep taking it farther and farther and farther. And I want you guys to come along with me as I try to figure it out, because financial freedom is something that's very important to me. It's something that's on my mind. I don't want to be an employee forever. So I want to make sure that you guys can come along with me. I'm going to be pushing for these weekly videos to try to give some sort of lesson that I've learned during the week and share that with you. And then the other thing you can expect is the videos like I posted last week. I'll still keep trying to do like a deep dive on those subjects where I think it's important. Like I think the next one I want to make is about the 10K rule. I think you shouldn't think about it that way. I think it's better to think about the 25% rule, but I'll come up with a video and do some deep dive research into that, and we can actually dive into why I think that works a little bit better. So you can expect these types of videos from me weekly, these vlogs where I kind of share my life lessons with you as I'm living them on kind of financial freedom, and as I'm on my journey to financial freedom, and we can go on the journey together. And then you can also expect some deeper dive videos, maybe twice a month or so. Yeah, and so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you enjoy this week's video. While we were in Greenpoint, we went to Mariscos El Submarino. I really like this place. They're serving up traditional Sinaloan cuisine. Super good. We got the Kraken and the Gobernador. The Kraken's probably my favorite taco I've had in New York City so far. We also got the aguachile mixto, which was super spicy. So we ended up liking the apartment quite a bit that we saw yesterday. But what we're thinking about is potentially going to see another one on Sunday and seeing if we like that one a little bit better. So we've got it narrowed down to 2, I think. Really for a couple reasons. We're trying to keep our rent about the same. We'll probably end up getting less space than here, but overall the building should be a bit nicer, so it should be good. Today we're gonna go to the East Village. Trying not to spend too much money going out. So one thing like I was talking about in this video, right? We're trying to save a lot of money on expenses. So we try not to go out too much. We went out yesterday and we're gonna go out again this morning, so not doing super well right now. But yeah, so there are a few things like where I tried to save a lot of money this week. So for example, when I'm at the office, I stopped going out for coffee, which is a little bit tough for me because I like coffee a lot and I don't really like coffee at the office. I don't know, unless you work at like a nice tech company or something, you probably don't like your office coffee either. But anyways, I stopped going out for coffee to save that money. And then I also have like it seems like a very common finance problem, but I have like a Diet Coke issue where I get Diet Coke basically every day. I stopped doing that as well, and that is going okay, I guess. I would rather have Diet Coke every day, but it's $2.50 to $3 every day, so it kind of adds up pretty quickly. And that doesn't really sound like a ton of money, but if you're thinking about every week, let's call it $15 a week, $15 a week, 60 bucks a month roughly, like it's gonna add up pretty quick. So trying to do stuff like that where I can, because when I'm thinking about like a financial freedom lifestyle and where we want to live, most likely it's not going to be New York City. So I'm trying to live for an expense, an expense schedule that would be more in line with where we're thinking about moving to. And where we're thinking about moving to, right, that $720 a year is, quite a bit of money. So I'm trying to, yeah, that is right. Yeah, 720, right? Yeah. So that $720 a year is a bit expensive. So trying to think about it in that kind of terms. And then also, right, like if you're getting your expenses under control, then you can put more money away for investing and things of that nature. And it's kind of goofy, but it's kind of like a funny thing that people talk about. Like that $2.50 Coke costs you like $175 or whatever it is, right? If you like take it and you invest it and you put it away for 30 years and you think about the compound growth, like it's goofy, but it does make you think. But anyways.
What's a good name to call it? Kyle.
Was it strawberry?
Yeah, strawberry. That was phenomenal. I didn't really get to show much of what it looked like in the middle because I couldn't stop eating it. It was actually kind of hard to eat because it was going everywhere, but it was phenomenal. I highly recommend the strawberry Danish from Libre. As I'm editing this, I'm starting to realize that I gave no context clues in any of my clips, so it's kind of hard to follow this story. But we went to the bakery and then we popped around East Village and West Village, and then instead of going out to a happy hour to get some wine, because we really wanted some wine by the end of the day, we took one of the bottles we had at home and had our own little happy hour. All right, back to the video. So again, this is a Falangina, which is a wine that I just learned about, honestly, this summer, but I've started to like it quite a bit. This is a 2023. Where are we at here? I'll do a little more research and figure out where these normally are. I want to say, based on the color and the fruitiness of it and how like intensive a yellow this is for a white wine, I want to say it's from a more southern part of Italy where it's hotter, but I could just be totally wrong there. But you can kind of see it's a nice little, definitely on the lemon side. Cheers. Okay, so I looked it up. The Falangina is from like the Campania region, which is, most famous for Napoli or Naples. But it's really good. It's definitely, so we were right on about being more southern in Italy. It's got a lot of like citrus notes, so not necessarily lemon like you might expect from a white wine, but it's got a lot of citrus notes, some minerality to it, so that taste of like ocean water, salt water, something like that you might see. Pretty early in the morning here, just finished up a run. Haven't been running as much as I would like to recently. Been substituting for the incline treadmill, thinking that would do the trick, but it's really nothing quite like running, for me at least. And then the weather's finally nice, so that's been great to get back out. It's been a really long, cold, wet winter here. Excited to see the weather change a bit. We're going to the beach today, which is going to be really nice. Some ways that we're getting to the beach and feeling like pretty good about it. We're gonna actually share a car with a friend. We're gonna go down to the Jersey Shore, which is good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Never been, but we were looking at the hotel rooms and seeing that the hotels were gonna cost about $1,000 a night or something like that. So basically, we got up real early. We're gonna go down today early in the morning here in about an hour. Go down, spend the whole day. Be sure to get some footage down there. Take a look at the beach because it should be really nice. And then we're gonna use our Well Hub membership to go to the Crunch that's right by the beach. The Crunch Fitness. It's a gym. Probably heard of it. I don't know why I said that, but we're gonna go to the Crunch Fitness. We're gonna shower there, change up, and then drive back. So get the same experience, but instead of spending the $1,000 at the hotel. Just drive back tonight, sleep in our own bed, so it'll be almost like a little staycation, which is going to be really cool. One of the things that I liked about, so I guess sidestep. On my run, I was reading the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. I'm about a third of the way through it or halfway through it. I thought it was really nice. I think it's a really good book, except the fact that I am maybe a little bit too early in my journey for it. It's about like actually going through your your business that you run and how to make it a little bit better and how you can become like the manager that you would like to be. A couple things that stuck out with me this morning while I was listening to it is this idea of structure that customers crave. And I was thinking about being like the customer of my life and that structure that I kind of miss when I don't get out to run. And I do think it's really important to get up and run. I think with my schedule, it's a little bit tough. I like to find a way to get some sort of a mix of running in the morning and doing my work in the morning, because there's really nothing quite like running in the morning, especially before you're hitting. I have a pretty fast-paced job on the trading floor, so it's nice to get that run in the morning, get your brain woken up and get lively before you actually have to go do something like that for 12-14 hours. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I'm already putting all my 2.5 hours pretty efficiently into working on these projects and what I'm trying to build, but I don't know, we'll see. Long story, boring, we'll see, I guess. Headed to the World Trade Center to go to the path. This is a good way to get over to Jersey. It's like somewhere sort of like New Jersey style. New Jersey style, that's funny. But it's the path. We're gonna pop over to Jersey City. Our friends are gonna pick us up. We're gonna drive down to Jersey. We made it to the beach. We got some coffee. We went to Offshore. Yeah, Offshore Coffee Company. Really nice, really good service. The coffee is really good.
Really good.
They filled up our water bottles.
It's 2 steps away from the water.
It's not a good place. They filled up our water bottle, which is really nice. So saved a little money on that, but we bought it on the coffee.
Yeah. So.
But much needed. It's very hot today, so needed a little pick me up to get back out there. So after doing all the tours, I think we're not going to actually do anything. We're just going to stay in our current apartment. Everything was a little too expensive for what we wanted to spend. So alas, but I think what we can do is use what we have. I think our current apartment is quite nice and quite affordable, all things considered. So we're just going to make it look a little bit more like a space that we want to be in, and then also just a little, maybe rearrange a little bit. So I guess my videos will look a little bit different in the next couple of weeks, but I think it'll be helpful. I think all things considered, weighing the money, weighing the new commute times, it just didn't make a lot of sense, so we ended up not doing it. But we did get to tour a few apartments, see what's out there, and ended up just getting some renovation inspo instead of getting a new apartment. So still feels like a win. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. This week we tackled expense management, sort of, and then I spent a bunch of money this weekend, but it's okay. You win some, you lose some. Next week, one of the things I want to tackle is getting all my 401ks from previous jobs into one spot and doing those rollovers so that I can have all kind of like my retirement accounts in one spot, have a better sense of what the net worth looks like. So that's one of the things we'll be tackling next week. Hope to see you there next week, and I said next week a lot. Thanks for watching the vlog.